Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to start filming my monthly reset for the month of April. I'm gonna get started by my leg is really itchy. Mosquito bites. Anyway, so the last half of March my boyfriend was here and he just left yesterday. So it's kind of like a reset, getting back to the normal routine. And I'm going to get started with the groceries because I need to pack up my fridge with the stuff that I normally eat and basically start my reset from zero throughout this vlog. And so it's probably not going to be done all in one day, especially because I'm starting late. Today in the day it's almost, I think it's almost 6 or something like that. So we'll see how far I get today, and then we'll just continue the reset throughout this next couple of days, and then we'll see. So I'll take you along and I hope you enjoy it. Today is already April 6th and it's a little bit late in the month to start from zero, I guess, but I guess it could be a reminder that you can really start anywhere at any point in time whenever you actually feel the motivation to start something. And it doesn't have to be the beginning of the year or the beginning of the month or the beginning of the week. It just has to be that day when you feel it. And you might as well take advantage of when that feeling comes, because then if you wait around until Monday or the next month, then you would have missed out the opportunity. So anyway, I'm starting this monthly reset as usual, reviewing last month's goals and highlights of the month, setting up new goals for this month. And as you know, like a lot of my goals for this year are very much financially motivated. So of course they're going to be coming back again and again every month. But there are a couple of new goals that I want to add and see if I can achieve them. So yeah, and on top of that, I also need to do an actual reset of my place. So I'm already started. I already started the laundry. I'm going to be changing the sheets on my bed and putting all the laundry away and planning my meals for the next week. Okay, good. I had to actually change out of my sweater because it was getting too warm in here. Because I'm drinking my coffee. I'm gonna put this one closer. Alright, so for my goals in the month of March, so as I had established at the beginning of the year, one of the big ones is to pay 60% of my debt, so that had to be 5% of my debt down each month. But in the last 3 months, so January, February, and March, I failed to meet those two of the months, and so a total of what I have paid so far is 8%. And so instead of having paid 15%, in order for me to make that up, I need to up my contribution to the debt payment. And so that means that from my initial goal of being 5%, it's going to now change to a 6%. Hopefully I can do more, but the reason that I was not able to achieve it on those last 2 months was, okay, simply last month I just forgot my boyfriend was in town, and so those 2 weeks I completely took them off. I didn't do any of my monthly weekly check-ins, and so like that's usually when I go and do the thing, make sure that things are going according to how I had planned them. And so yeah, I forgot to do that, and I did it once, but it wasn't like, it was just like a few checks here and there, nothing that I got to sit down and move money around. So I missed that for last month. So the month of February we already reviewed that, and the only one that I was able to meet was January, I guess because of the beginning of the year, motivation and all of that. So anyway, in order for me to catch up to my goal, I'm going to have to increase my contribution per month, and it's still a goal that I'm pretty sure is achievable. I just need to make sure that I continue to build up on my other goal. So I just need to make sure that my other goal is also achieved at the same time, which is staying within budget. And so that's the one that it's going to like either make or break my other goal of paying the debt, because if I do end up spending more than I had budgeted for, then the money that is supposed to be going for, I was saying that my budget goal, staying within my budget goal, is very helpful to my debt repayment goal. And yeah, so those two are like big major goals for me. So for my month of March, I'm not gonna mark down that my 5% goal of debt repayment was accomplished, but I will be updating my monthly contribution so that I can catch up to the point where I should be at. So next thing, my food budget allocation. I actually did pretty well with the budget that I allocated last month to this month, and I think it's also because maybe actually it's not too far off. There were some categories where I didn't like I said, I had only allocated $300 for savings, and because it's automatic and all that, like that, it actually sent $600. So and so there's some things where it was overspent, but it was in like savings, for my emergency savings, for my travel savings, and for other needs. Not really sure what the other needs exactly were at the top of my head right now. But yeah, nothing that I could feel guilty about. I don't know. But yeah, food, I had allocated 300, spent like 264. Gas, I allocated 200, spent 157. For disposable, I guess I went over by $32. Savings, travel expenses, I had allocated $1,000 for that. But it seems to be 847 at this point. I know I need to pay back my sister like I think almost $200, so I might actually throw it off budget a little bit, but it's not too bad. And yeah, so that's the summary for staying within budget. So I'm going to mark that as completed. Because even with the ones that went over by a little bit, there's few that are actually below what I had allocated for in the specific category. So overall the budget was actually under. So I'm gonna mark that okay. Emergency savings contribution, again I actually doubled the goal for last month. Personal goals, I had no alcohol until March 15, which I actually accomplished. I didn't have alcohol until March 16, so I overdid myself. And it's actually one of the goals that I really liked. I didn't feel like I missed alcohol that much. Like at the beginning of the challenge, I was craving it because I saw everybody else having it, and I was just thinking, oh, a glass of wine sounds really good right now. But it's been almost a week. No, I had some wine last night with my dinner, but it's just like, you know, I kind of regretted it after. Like, maybe it's not a good wine, be it. but also, well, I could go without it. So I'm gonna try to continue to go without it and maybe just have it on the weekends with my dinner or something. Not that I was drinking every day either. The gym 3 to 4 times a week. I went to the gym the first 2 weeks of the month. The last 2 weeks when my boyfriend was in town, I did not go to the gym. We attempted, but couldn't get the VIP pass and all that. So at the end, we didn't go to the gym at all for those last 2 weeks. I'm kind of tempted to mark it as completed because last month was more of a half month. And I did the things that I was hoping to do in the last. I'm just not gonna mark it. I'm not gonna mark it. Also, this for reading one book, I finished reading the One Italian Summer, and I really liked it. I think I was very slow at the beginning getting into it, but as I don't know, halfway down the book, I started to enjoy the story a little bit more, and I ended up really liking it. So that I finished. I still haven't finished Think and Grow Rich. We're reading this as a book club sort of thing with some friends, and some people are not. We're not at the same, I guess, chapters. So we want to be able to read it all together and discuss each chapter. So I should pick that up again. Uploading one video per week. I didn't plan my content so that I would be able to post one video per week, even though I was on vacation or time off, spending quality time with my boyfriend for 2 weeks. So I'm not going to mark that as completed, although I did do first and second week. Anyway, career goals. Attended all my French classes as I could again. I did not update my resume. I need to do that. I think I'm going to do that this weekend. I keep pushing it off for some reason, and I haven't done it. So I might as well do it even if it's not beautiful and the best. It's just I don't want to be mentally drained, Okay, so those are my March goals review. I didn't do as well as I wanted to, I think. There hasn't been a month up to this day that every box is checked off, which is I'm not gonna say disappointing because I know why, and I know I'm not slacking, except for a couple of things that are minor, but most of it I kept my motivation in the drive, in which I have the end goal in mind, and every day I'm working towards it. And so I cannot make myself feel bad because I know I'm trying. And but yeah, it would be nice to see every box. Maybe I'm trying too hard, or maybe but I know I'm capable of doing it. I just need a little more discipline, I think. Anyway, we're taking one day at a time, and so with that, I'm going to move on to my April monthly goals. But before that, I need to go and change the washing machine to the dryer machine. So come on. Moving on to April goals. So as I had already mentioned, my debt repayment goal is going to go up to 6% so that I can meet my 60% at the end of the year. So that's going to now be updated in this new quarter. We'll see how we go and if we need to update any new ones the next quarter. update the budget and staying within budget. So last month's budget was a little bit high because my boyfriend was in town. I've said it so many times. So I was going to have like more expenses than or usual, and so that was adjusted for that. So I'm going back to the original change that I had made after February or after January. So I'll put it somewhere here. So it'll be food, gas, disposable laundry, and all the other things that I have changing every month. So that's the budget that I'm going to try to stick to. Gym, I'm targeting 3 to 4 times a week as well. I'm starting Monday because I still feel a little bit of pain from I fell on Easter Sunday. I fell off a skateboard and I hit my bum really hard, but it somehow absorbed like my lower right back absorbed the impact, and so I have felt a little bit weak in that area. I just feel a little bit of pain and I don't want to push myself too hard, so I'm gonna go first week Monday and start counting the goal from there. I'm just gonna try to do gauge myself. I'm gonna go on Monday for a yoga class and see how that feels. If I'm starting to feel a little better, more like myself, then I'll jump into doing more of the usual things that I do at the gym, so weightlifting and all of that. So it's still 3 to 4 times per week starting next week. Read 1 book per month. That's also an exciting goal because this time I have a book that I'm actually hooked since the beginning. It's called Yellowface, and I had seen it before, but the cover never really attracted me. It wasn't until like I started reading it, and it's so good. So I'm really excited to continue reading it. I think I have it on my library app, and it's free. That's a life hack if you didn't know. So many good things come from the library. I just love it. But yeah, it's really good, so I recommend so far. Continue to read my audio or listen to my audiobook, Think and Grow Rich. I might find a new one. I don't know yet which one, but at least the Think and Grow Rich, which I'm reading with some friends, I'm gonna try to finish it this month as well. For uploads of 1 time per week, I am going to be uploading this video sometime maybe next week. I've already uploaded one of the travel vlog videos from the time that me and my boyfriend went to the Azores Island in off the coast of Portugal. So that's already out, and there will be another one coming out to circle that, or like to close that whole trip out. I also have so many other travel videos that I have through the pipeline, but I haven't, like, it's not gonna be ready in this month, so have to come back for them. I want to do a life admin day where I have a lot of little things that I want to just cross off my mind, and just things, adult things to do. And I want to dedicate a day to do that. Maybe today is a day, but I don't think so. Maybe tomorrow, something like that. And I want to just get it all in one day. Tape it so that I can give somebody motivation to do that, because that's definitely where I get my motivation to do life admin days. So that's one, and yeah, maybe a spring cleaning video, we'll see. So update my resume, maybe submit something. I'm gonna just add a bullet point to that section: update your resume and submit. Also, a new goal. I want to start getting up early for sunrise, and so that means I think it's 6:30 or something. 6:30. So I need to get up at latest 6 so that I can change and walk to the beach. So that's one new goal. Do an admin day, I already mentioned that. And I want to start a gratitude habit. I have been feeling very overwhelmed. I think I just dissatisfied with where I'm at, and just not in life, to be honest. Is more of like where I'm at with career wise, and yeah, just I need to be more grateful of things that I have, and I am. When I'm feeling down and things like that, I remember the things that I have and what I have accomplished or what I have now, and I feel immediate gratitude. But I don't want to feel overwhelmed and dig for those things, you know. I want to make sure that every day that I start, I remember those things that I'm grateful for, even the minor things. There's so many simple things that we can be grateful for, and yeah, I just want to come back to myself, feel grateful and happy, and just content, at peace, you know. Like I don't want to be yearning for the next thing or for this goal to finish. Like when I focus on like the finish line of my goal repayment, for example, I just feel overwhelmed, and I was like, oh, I wish I could be just free from that. And yes, it's true, but you know, it takes time, and I need to be patient with that and just keep on going and be grateful that I can actually make new steps or make steps towards that goal every day, every month, and so that'll be with every other goal. And I'm very grateful for that, for being able to, like my body too, right? Like I'm so grateful. Like I spend so much time sometimes hating on my body, and right now I wish it was 100% so I could go and do the things that I want to do. And I cannot be asking too much of my body right now. I need to let it rest and you know, come back to itself, and I have to be okay with that as well. So yeah, I think starting a gratitude, a journal habit sort of thing is going to help me put my feet back on the ground and appreciate the things that I have now. And so with that, those are my goals for April. I think we can continue the reset. So I just took my laundry, well, actually some of the laundry out, the things that cannot go in the dryer. I'm gonna hanging up, and I'm gonna eat some late breakfast, early lunch, so brunch. And I'm going to try to make this day one beautiful day. See you. Hello again, it's Sunday, and I'm going to continue doing my reset for the month. So I finished doing the bathroom, I did the laundry, changed my sheets, and I kind of want to tackle a little bit of the patio, but I also want to start planting some chili, so I'm gonna try to use this little fire pit that has just been rusting away in my patio, and I don't think I'm ever going to use it, so at least I'm gonna attempt to use it as a plot of land for sprouting.
worry, don't you worry, don't worry about me.
So I just finished cleaning up the patio. I did more than I actually wanted to, which is okay because I got a head start, I guess, for an actual spring cleaning coming soon. Hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit of a makeover to the area outside and make it so that I can go and have my coffee in the mornings soon. Now that hopefully the days will be getting better, so yeah, it's looking way better than it was this morning. But yeah, I started the seedlings and then I ended up cleaning up the whole patio pretty much. So I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm going to run to the grocery store and get the stuff that I need to do meal prep for the week. I'll probably show some clips of what I end up making, and I'll see